international friendly match. This is a PES 21 simulation fully recorded and edited for your entertainment. No third party footage, assets, or any other copyrighted material has been used. All content is self produced for entertainment purpose only.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes. Bruno Fernandes, Pedro Neto, and here's Cristiano Ronaldo, out towards the flank. That has been knocked clear. Now it's Jimenez. That's surely a foul, free kick. Defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That is lovely. Can he deliver? And it's Alvarez. Goes for the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Bruno Fernandes. Joao Felix. Nuno Mendes. Joao Felix. Alvarez wins the duel this time. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Sanchez puts the ball in. Struck first time. Oh, he's missed it.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Bruno Fernandes moved on forwards. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Alvarez. Played into space. Sanchez crosses it in. And back out it comes. Looking for a decent ball in. Delivered with swing. Vega gets good distance on it. Pedro Neto. João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes. Vega. Played towards the other side. That's really well manoeuvred. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he's on a charge. And it's Alvarez. There are a few waiting for it. Joao Felix. Pedro Neto. Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo does really well to win the ball there. Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes looks to the other side. Joao Felix. João Cancelo. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Clears it away. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mendes. Pedro Neto. Muscular approach does pay off here. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Bruno Mendes. Oh, that's nice. Pedro Neto. And here's Neto. Pedro Neto! He's still got it, needs help. Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes. Alvarez cuts out the pass. Alvarez. Oh, good spread. Oh, nice touch. And here's Raul. Oh, it's come loose. Alvarez spread out to the left. It's a loose ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. João Cancelo. João Cancelo chooses to go cross-field. Mendes proves just a little bit too strong. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Cleared away. And it's Cancelo. Joao Felix. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Raul. That's good running with the ball. That's tidy. Sanchez knocks it out wide. Alvarez. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nuno Mendes. Pedro Neto. Bernardo Silva. Joao Felix. Out to the right. Picks it up out wide. Joao Cancelo. Alvarez. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. Lovely bit of skill. He's in a great position here. He's had a shot! Cristiano Ronaldo. Joao Felix. And it's Raul. Alvarez. Oh, such a clever touch. That's good play. Alvarez. Wanted it. Nuno Mendes. Joao Felix. Bruno Fernandes. Joao Cancelo. Oh, that's neat. Bernardo Silva. Joao Felix. Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes. Now who's going to be first to this? Sanchez. And he goes cross-field. And that's a throw-in. And it's Cancelo. Great defending, strong and determined. Alvarez. Alvarez shifted upfield. Joao Cancelo gets over and intercepts. Bruno Fernandes. Vega. And it's played forward. Joao Felix. Bernardo Silva. Pedro Neto. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Portugal, but Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
And it's Raul. Mexico are already ahead. The perfect start.
Well, this opening spell has been one big plus. They should look to add to it, not subtract.
Does really well to win the ball there. Alvarez. And here's Raul. Raul! Nuno Mendes. Mexico have got themselves in front very early here. Joao Felix. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Vega have it back and can go again. Now it's Jimenez. Played out to the right. And claimed it back swiftly. Alvarez. A chance to play it in. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
It's Mendes. That's a good run down the left. Aim forwards. João Cancelo. Araujo, gently done. Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes. Oh, easy pickings there. Ronaldo wins the duel this time. Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes. Moved on forwards. Antonio Silva. Nuno Mendes. Vega shifted upfield. Alvarez. Sanchez. That's very neat. Mendes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Pedro Neto. João Felix. João Cancelo. Nuno Mendes. Time and again they are repelled. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Alvarez. Showing good feet. Can he latch on to this? And he's got his range wrong there. Vega, aim forwards. Bruno Fernandes. João Cancelo. He is just caressing the ball. Throw in. Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. João Felix. Over to the left. So who's he picking out? Nuno Mendes tries a cross. Oh, sweet feet. Pedro Neto played out to the left flank. Sanchez. Very nicely done. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. And he's there to get it away. He's got to be in here. Bernardo Silva gets it clear. Can he get onto this? Lovely feet. He whips it across. That has been knocked clear. Pedro Neto has been caught there, it's a foul. It's anyone's ball now. Bruno Fernandes plays it short. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mendes. And the ball's come loose here. Herring after the ball here. Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto. It's run loose here. Joao Felix, done delicately. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's played forward. Pedro Neto. João Cancelo, played over towards the opposite flank. Bernardo Silva. Nice physical challenge. Sanchez. Aim forwards. Antonio Silva. That's really well manoeuvred. Nuno Mendes. Joao Felix. Bruno Fernandes. João Cancelo. Played out wide. Mendes flashes it across. Now it's Jimenez. Joao Felix. Mendes. Now here's the delivery. Moved on forwards. João Cancelo looks to the other side. Joao Felix. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. And it's played forward. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mendes. Flipped it behind for a corner kick. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Defending of the desperate variety. Can he stop it going out? In once more. Cancelo. Joao Felix! And the ball's come loose here. Decent chance!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Alvarez. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Joao Felix chasing after it. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. That was very necessary. Sanchez puts them all in.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
And here's Raul. Alvarez. That's a throw. Played into the middle. Georgia averted for now. Araujo has got himself a free kick. Joao Cancelo. Played towards the other side. Pedro Neto. Nice control. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Alvarez. Good play on the left-hand side here. Alvarez. Alex Alvarez. Out to the right. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he goes cross-field. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Alvarez. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Pedro Neto. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Bernardo Silva. Nuno Mendes with the cross. Sanchez. Aim forwards. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's played in here. Diogo Costa gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Pedro Neto. João Cancelo. Pedro Neto. Bernardo Silva. Sanchez. That's really well manoeuvred. Keeper's got good distance on that. Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo. João Cancelo chooses to go cross-field. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mendes. He is just caressing the ball. João Felix. Real chance! Sanchez. That's a nicely weighted pass. Mendes cuts it out. And that's put paid to a promising move. Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo. Pedro Neto. João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. Alvarez. And it's Alvarez. Alvarez. Oh, good spread. Climbs up big! Oh, not the best of headers. Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes. Antonio Silva. Aim forwards. João Cancelo. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. João Cancelo. Moved on forwards. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Whoa! A real chance and a real let-off.
Or just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Araujo. João Cancelo, head over towards the opposite flank. Mendes is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well read, nice interception. Araujo. João Cancelo.
Pedro Neto.
Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva, gently done. And it's Mendes. Showing good feet. Sanchez shifted upfield. Jimenez looking to add to his goal. Sanchez. And here's Raul. Caresses it through. Sanchez. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's lofted through here. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. With that.
Bruno Fernandes.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Lobbed in behind. What a throw in. Sanchez. Ball's gone out of play. Nuno Mendes. Vega. João Felix.
Pedro Neto.
João Felix. Great defending, strong and determined. Sanchez. And here's Raul. And it's played into the middle. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Pedro Neto.
João Felix. Portugal have a free kick. They've got rid. And it's Vega. João Felix. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. João Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes. Joao Felix. Joao Cancelo. And he goes cross-field. Joao Felix. Nuno Mendes. Joao Felix. 15 minutes till half-time. Joao Felix. Proves too strong. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes. Up he goes! Couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Alvarez. Decent progress down the left. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Alvarez. And it's Alvarez. Nice control. And a chance! In towards the centre. Too much on that, it's gone out. Bruno Fernandes. Joao Felix. And that has been clubbed away. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Joao Felix. Oh, what a climb! And not a header, but again the same outcome.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
Played towards the other side. And it's played forward. Lovely bit of skill. Brilliantly cut out. Joao Felix. Joao Cancelo. Joao Felix. Nuno Mendes. And here's Joao Felix. And here's Joao Felix. Bruno Fernandes. This might spell danger. Cristiano Ronaldo. Great chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Joao Felix. Oh, he's been flattened there. Alvarez. Alvarez. Driving on, a real charge here. Oh, it's played into the area. Oh, that's been repelled. Alex Alvarez. The referee's awarded a free kick. Sanchez. Oh, such a clever touch. That is a brilliant interception. Joao Felix. Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes. João Cancelo. Looks to the other side. Sanchez. Referee's given a throw. Joao Felix. That is very well defended. Sanchez. Get a throw in. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And he's heaved it away. Sanchez. Alvarez. Great run on the overlap here. It is quite a run he's making here. Oh, lots to admire in the run and the defending. They play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Vega. Sanchez. Oh, a delicate chip through. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Vega, forwards and with intent. Pedro Neto. Aim forwards. Shot a goal! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Pedro Neto! It's a loose ball. Sanchez tries making a foray down the right. And it's Mendes. And here's Joao Felix. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Oh, sweet feet. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And it's played forward. Spread out to the left. Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes. Pedro Neto. Bernardo Silva. Joao Felix. Does really well to win the ball there. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Nuno Mendes. Mexico looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Over to the left. Joao Felix. Very nicely done. Bernardo Silva. Alvarez. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Bruno Fernandes concedes a free kick for that. Araujo, gently done. Bruno Fernandes. Portugal getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Bernardo Silva. Alvarez. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And that is out of play.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Alvarez. Pedro Neto. João Cancelo. Out towards the flank. Joao Felix. Bruno Fernandes. Here's a chance! That has been knocked clear, purring through the gears. It's a throw-in. João Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes. Joao Felix. Pedro Neto. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's a little off target. Pedro Neto. Antonio Silva. Half-time getting close now. Nuno Mendes. Vega. Nuno Mendes. Vega. And he goes cross-field. João Cancelo looks to get on the end of this. João Felix. Araujo. João Cancelo. João Felix. Bernardo Silva. Strong running down that left flank. Out to the left it goes. Hit into the middle. Chance for a shot! Smashing header! Oh, it's come loose. It's a good-looking delivery. That has been knocked clear. Pedro Neto wins the duel this time. Antonio Silva gets across to intercept that. Antonio Silva shifted upfield. And it's Alvarez. Bruno Fernandes moved on forwards. Raul
Jimenez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Alvarez played out to the left flank. It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Bernardo Silva. And it's Bernardo Silva. João Felix. João Felix. João Felix! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
João Felix is offering a right smile there.
Alvarez. Good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, that's neat. Has crossed into the middle. Succumbs to the pressure. Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. That's really well manoeuvred. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Alvarez. And it's played forward. Mendes makes the interception. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes chooses to go cross-field. Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo. forwards. Alvarez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Sanchez. Sanchez. That's good play. Sanchez crosses it in. Back in. Up he goes! And the ball's come loose here. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And he thumps it clear. Plenty waiting in the middle. It's gone for a throw-in. Nuno Mendes. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. João Cancelo. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Time to deliver. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Alex Alvarez. Can he latch on to this? Calmly anticipates. Araujo, gently done. Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes. Moved on forwards. Pass just lacking in accuracy. He's having a look round. Knocks it out wide. That's very neat. There are a few waiting for it. Can he find the finish? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And here's Raul. Raul! Oh, it's come loose. And he has been fouled there.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. He's gone direct. Spread out to the left. No way through, so back it comes. And here's Raul, and he shoots! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Sanchez. That is lovely. Can he deliver? Oh, good spread. Solid defending, refused to be out-muscled. No foul, says the referee. Now it's Pedro Neto. Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo. Oh, nice touch. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. João Felix, Nuno Mendes, Vega, Nuno Mendes, João Cancelo, Pedro Neto, Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, Pedro Neto. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. João Felix! That was superb goalkeeping.
João Felix really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, what a climb! No, he's got that completely wrong. Sanchez. Oh, can he get onto this? Vega. Nuno Mendes. João Felix. And it's Mendes. That's tidy. Bruno Fernandes, Pedro Neto. Out to the left it goes. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. Alvarez. Sanchez. It's a good run down the right. Lovely feet. Sanchez. And it's played forward. Great defending, strong and determined. Raul. Nicely intercepted. Bruno Fernandes. João Felix. Portugal can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Nuno Mendes. João Felix. Araujo. João Cancelo. João Cancelo played over towards the opposite flank. João Felix. Now this could be it. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's hoisted clear. That's a cute ball. He's got away. Antonio Silva attempts a clearance.
Mexico clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Vega. Nuno Mendes. Vega. Nuno Mendes. Joao Felix. Vega. And it's Mendes. Joao Felix. Nuno Mendes. Joao Felix. Mendes. Oh, it's played into the area. Sanchez. Bruno Fernandes. Joao Felix. Antonio Silva. Araujo. Joao Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes. Joao Felix. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Takes the shot! Just a whisker away. Played out to the right. Is onto it in a flash. Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes. Joao Felix. Pedro Neto. Big chance! Split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he goes cross-field. Sanchez. Aim forwards. Joao Cancelo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now it's Pedro Neto. And it's Cancelo. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Raul. Sanchez. And that's aimed into the middle. And the shot! Joao Felix. Araujo. Bernardo Silva. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Joao Felix. And it's Mendes. Played into the middle. It is a corner, good chance. Climbs up big! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
João Cancelo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Sanchez. Alvarez. That's really well manoeuvred. Sanchez. Some good work on the right flank here. He is through here. Mendes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes with the cross. Well read. And the danger is averted. That's going to go a long way. That's the throw. Now then, the ball's come loose. The cross comes in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Tries to get it clear. That'll be a throw-in. Jimenez being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Bernardo Silva. João Felix. João Felix! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
João Felix actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That's a good run down the left. And it's Raul. Sanchez. That's good play. Chooses to go back. Great defending, strong and determined. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's played forward. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! There was plenty of power on that.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Mendes wins the duel this time. Cross goes in there. Antonio Silva attempts a clearance. Bruno Fernandes shifted upfield. Alvarez with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
João Cancelo. Oh, that's nice. Cross from Cancelo. Mighty effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Mexico, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Now that's well seen too. Mendes, early ball out from the back. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's hoisted clear. João Felix. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Joao Felix. Cristiano Ronaldo. Just too much on that. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Aim forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Can he get onto this? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Raul. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Alvarez. Played towards the other side, and he cuts out the supply. Araujo. João Cancelo. João Cancelo chooses to go cross-field. João Cancelo. Alvarez. Nice physical challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Moved on forwards. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Cristiano Ronaldo. Sanchez. And it's Raul. Bernardo Silva did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's played forward. João Cancelo. So who's he picking out? Oh, that's a fine challenge. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Mendes. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. Joao Felix. Joao Cancelo. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Alvarez. Sanchez. Oh, can he get onto this? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Nice interception, well timed. Pedro Neto shifted upfield. And it's Mendes. Nuno Mendes. Oh, this is a terrific run. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Alvarez. Sanchez. Alvarez. Aim forwards. Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes. Mendes, gently done. Alvarez. Out to the right. Well timed, excellent interception. Araujo forwards and with intent. And here's Raul. Sanchez. Very nicely done. Looking for a decent ball in. Alvarez. Out towards the flank. Alvarez. Played out to the right. Sanchez. Now here's the delivery. Crossed in again. Here's the header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Oh, what a great leap. He had no right to get to that.
Araujo, and he goes cross-field. Has a quick glance. Great work on the overlap. The ball is loose and the chase is on. That's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. That has been cut short. Aim forwards. Joao Felix. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Cancelo. That's good defending, very good defending. Proves too strong. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Portugal have got it back and they'll have another go. Pedro Neto. And here's Neto. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. And it's been taken short. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Aimed in towards the centre. Looks to the other side. Vega. João Felix. Pedro Neto. João Felix. Bruno Fernandes. And here's João Felix.
Portugal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Bruno Fernandes. Tries a deft little ball. João Cancelo picks it up now. And they've got a throw. João Felix. Pedro Neto. Sanchez. It's an inviting looking ball back. Bruno Fernandes. Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Pedro Neto. Lovely bit of skill. Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes. And here's João Felix. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bernardo Silva takes a shot.
Bernardo Silva just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Moved on forwards. Oh, nice touch. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Antonio Silva. Antonio Silva, gently done. Nuno Mendes. João Felix. Bernardo Silva. And it's Cancelo. Played towards the other side. João Felix. João Cancelo. Oh, smashing header! Cleared without complication. João Felix. That's an excellent interception. That's really well manoeuvred. And he cuts out the supply. Vega shifted upfield. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. João Felix. Now who's going to be first to this? Pedro Neto. Bernardo Silva. Pedro Neto. Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes. João Cancelo. Played into the middle. It's really well cleared. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's very neat. Muscular approach does pay off here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. That has been knocked clear. Bernardo Silva, aim forwards. Pedro Neto. João Cancelo. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. Raul. Out to the left it goes. Ooh, can he get onto this? Didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Well, you've got to admire the confidence and the agility. Wasn't too far off either.
That's really well manoeuvred. Clipped into space. Gets it away. Sanchez puts them all in.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances.
And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Bruno Fernandes. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Pedro Neto. Bernardo Silva. Pedro Neto. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Oh, what a climb! Linked with his head, but couldn't steer it in. He's through here. And it's Alvarez. Alvarez. Raul. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
And it's played forward. Vega. Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes. Joao Felix. Bruno Fernandes. Over to the left. Nuno Mendes. That is lovely. Joao Felix. And here's Neto. Can he finish? Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Sanchez. Moved on forwards. Is onto it in a flash. Araujo. Pedro Neto. Bernardo Silva. Looks to the other side. Joao Felix. Does really well to win the ball there. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And it's Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto is fouled. Joao Felix. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Joao Felix! Should have equalised.
And that's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong there. It's a let-off for that defence.
Clears it away. Bernardo Silva played with finesse. Deftly away.
Portugal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Alvarez. Moved on forwards. It'll be a throw-in. Bernardo Silva. Here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo played out to the left flank.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Alvarez. Joao Felix.
Mexico clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And that's a good intervention. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Tempers are flaring. The referee really needs to get a grip again. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That'll be a throw. Joao Felix. Bernardo Silva. Here's Joao Felix. He's having a shot!
Portugal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Pedro Neto, played out towards the right wing. Defending of... And can he finish it? Oh, that could cost them. Sanchez. Alvarez. It's an inviting looking ball that. João Cancelo cuts it out. Pedro Neto. Joao Felix. Receives it in a good position here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Out for a throw. Bernardo Silva. Pedro Neto. And the finish! It's anyone's ball now. And here's Joao Felix.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Goes cross-field. João Cancelo. Joao Felix. Spread out to the left.
Portugal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And it's played forward. Oh, can he get onto this? Pedro Neto. That's really well manoeuvred. Pedro Neto. Oh, good spread.
Portugal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Aim forwards. Well timed, excellent interception.
Pedro Neto. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Moved on forwards. It's just beyond his reach. And it's played forward. And it's Mendes. That's tidy. Pedro Neto. He's having a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, sweet feet. It's run loose here. Mexico surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now. Bernardo Silva, forwards and with intent. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you. Portugal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. João Cancelo. Here comes the cross. And that was very necessary. Bruno Mendes. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And the keeper beats it away. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Proves too strong. Portugal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need. Nice physical challenge. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And here's João Felix. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Alvarez succumbs to the pressure. João Felix. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you. Moved on forwards. The pass has gone astray. Bruno Fernandes. João Felix. Portugal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it. Alvarez. Aim forwards. Calmly anticipates.
Vega. Joao Felix. And it's Cancelo. Oh, it's a great ball here. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes chooses to go cross-field. Pedro Neto. Showing good feet. Oh, that is a... tries a shot! And that could have brought them level.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Bernardo Silva. Hit into the middle. Sanchez clears it away. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Just 5 minutes left. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Wins the duel this time. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Sanchez. Sanchez. Alvarez. Decent progress down the left. Nicely shaped cross. And that has been clubbed away. And that's been won straight back. Sanchez. There will be a throw-in. Sanchez.
Mexico nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
They played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mendes.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Alvarez. And it's played forward. Araujo. Bernardo Silva. Pedro Neto. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Out to the right. Pedro Neto opts to play it back. Portugal have to get it into the box and quickly.
Portugal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Oh, some tackle that. That's a foul, no two ways about it. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's neat. A chance to play it in. Sanchez could try cutting inside here.
Mexico really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Joao Cancelo, out to the left it goes. Oh, such a clever touch. And here's Joao Felix. Cleared away.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Put in. Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto. And it's Cancelo. Thinks one through. Joao Felix. Needs a quality cross.
Portugal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Alvarez. Aim forwards. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Great defending, strong and determined. Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes. Joao Felix.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Moved on forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Sanchez. Oh, that's beautifully weighted.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Antonio Silva gets it clear. Alvarez tries to dink it through. Oh, he's just misjudged that one.
Mexico can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
That's really well manoeuvred. Cuts out the pass.
Portugal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Jimenez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Joao Cancelo, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Chance for a cross, maybe now or never.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Nice control. Portugal desperately need a goal, and this could well be their last chance. Nicely intercepted. Araujo. Joao Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. Pedro Neto. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. Mendes chooses to go cross-field. Pedro Neto. It is now or never. Time is against them. Sanchez. Alvarez. He's going to be disappointed with that. Alvarez. Well, that's well seen too. Oh, played right into his path. Alvarez. And it's played forward. Oh, can he get onto this? And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Mendes. Looking here to chip it through. That has been knocked clear. Bruno Fernandes goes short. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Nuno Mendes. Bernardo Silva. And here's Neto. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's there to get it away. Cross from Cancelo. Tries to get it. Joao Felix! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's come back to the keeper. Sanchez. Aim forwards. And back to the keeper they go. Antonio Silva. Bruno Fernandes. Vega looks to the other side. Bernardo Silva. Sanchez. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now this could... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Alvarez. That's really well manoeuvred. Sanchez. And here's Raul. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken.